Hi, friends, and welcome to this edition of Evening Prayer with the people of Trinity United Church in Prince George, British Columbia. Wherever you find yourself around British Columbia, across Canada, around the world, we welcome you into this space. And we take a moment to acknowledge that our community is situated on the unceded territory of the Lheidli T'enneh. And we give thanks for their stewardship over the generations of what Creator has entrusted to us, and express our own desire to have a different kind of relationship with all of Canada's Indigenous and Métis peoples, one based in honor, deep respect, and reconciliation. Well, seems like, I don't know, I'm just in a bit of a different mood this evening. And so before we move too far into things, a reminder that if you'd like to share prayer with us, or a name, a place, or an event that you'd like to have included in prayer, you can send it to this email address, and we'll include it as soon as we get it until you tell us to stop including it. Like I said, a bit of a different space tonight. Maybe it just feels like the week has been long. I don't know what the weather has been like in your part of the world, but here in Prince George, it's been snowy, cold, rainy, warm. Pretty much a mix of any one of those at any given time. The roads have been clear and dry, they've been wet and icy, almost at the same time. I thought tonight we'd do something we haven't done for a while, but certainly have done before, and that's to engage in breath prayer. So I'm going to invite you to get as comfortable as you can. I'm going to share with you a list of names of people we've been asked to include in evening prayer. And I'm going to share with you a piece of music. I'm going to invite you to join together with me in a breath prayer, something we've done before, just haven't done it for a long time. We're going to practice breathing in through our nose and holding our breath for up to 5 seconds if you can, before you push all of the air out. Make sure you empty your lungs and your diaphragm. Think of it like a bicycle pump, one of those old ones, or a air mattress pump where you would pump with your foot. Make sure it goes all the way down. Squeeze all the air out. And we're just going to do that over and over again. Breathing in God's grace and love for us, and letting go all of the negative stories we tell ourselves. Breathing in God's grace and love for us, and letting go of all of the negative stories we tell ourselves, about others, about the world. And we'll repeat that process. The negative stories about ourselves, the negative stories we tell ourselves about others, the negative stories we tell ourselves about the world. As we do that, we're going to listen to a piece of music that I found this week. It's called Raining Slowly, and it's performed by Lance Allen, doing what he calls an original finger style of playing. One of the neat parts of this piece of music is that he's doing it on an 1867 Martin 220 parlor guitar. You heard the date right. 1867 Martin 220. So I'm going to share with you those names. As you hear them, you might want to add your own to the list. And then we're just going to shift into prayer. So this evening, I invite you to pray for Pearl and Kevin, Brenda and Irv, Gordon and Marg, Jim and Sylvia, CJ, Donna, Laura B., Claudia N., Aaron, Jackie H., Joe M., Brian, Holly, Mike, Catherine, Larry T., Kim and Al A., Will S. and family, Colette, Ann C., Jay, Laura H., Daphne, Alex, Paul C., Sharon, and Lynn P. Together, let's hold all of those people, as well as the people you carry on your heart and in your mind. in prayer. Remember, we're going to breathe in through our nose, count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Make sure we get all the air out, every little bit. And then we'll repeat the process. Remember to say to yourself, or ideally say out loud, I breathe in God's love and grace. I breathe out the negative stories I tell myself about me. The next time I breathe in God's grace and love, I breathe out the negative stories about others. Breathe in the grace and love of God, and breathe out the negative stories about the world. Friends, let's join together in prayer. Friends, thanks again for joining with us here at Trinity United Church in Prince George, British Columbia. It's our sincere hope that wherever you find yourself in this moment, it's a place where you can be safe, be calm, and be community. Let's continue to look after and care for one another as best we can. Wear masks, sanitize our hands, wait patiently, treat one another kindly. Together, we're emerging out of this pandemic tide, and we can get there. We really can. Let's not forget to make sure we look after and care for one another between now and then. And join with me again tomorrow evening at about 8 p.m. Pacific for evening prayer.